Hey legacy builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In this video, I'm going to be tracking all of our expenses on our one credit card from where we ended off, which was the 1st of last week, and today, which is February 8th. So a whole 7 days. Let's see what's going on with this money. As you can see, I have a lot going on because I have stick notes here. I've got a receipt here to remind me of what we spent on groceries because we went over our budget. I've been writing down the pending transactions. Instead of writing it in the book, I write it here, and then when it posts, what I did was I just put a line through it, and I wanted to remind myself what we were doing because we were just charging stuff. So this is what's helping to keep me on task. Now, I know with last week's video, I talked about, oh, we only had a couple of lines because I just had the one purchase from CVS for $19.32. And then I had made a payment from the cash rewards and then from our account cushion. This week is going to be different, very, very different. So let me jump right in. And before I do, thank you for getting me so close to 2,000 subscribers. I think we're like 26 or 27 subscribers away as of February 8th. So I'm super excited to do a giveaway with you guys. So thank you so much for your support. And thank you for liking the videos, commenting, sharing the videos. I mean, your support is tremendous and I really appreciate it. But we have to get down to business now. So, what did we do in the last week? Bought some Valentine's gifts on the 1st, or it posted on the 1st for $19.78. That brought our balance to $258.96. Now with the Valentine's Day gifts, the category that it would come from is gifts because we do have a gifts fund. However, I'm thinking I'm going to use some of the cash from the Valentine's Day Savings Challenge if I can, because I can, and I can just deposit that money back inside of the bank. So this is the first charge, okay? Then our car insurance did come out on the 2nd, and that was for $73.94, above what we budgeted. Because of course, lots of things are going up, but it's okay. We're going to pay that back. We did pay this back from our first budget by paycheck in the month of February. And then on the 2nd, my husband bought a Metro card, and that's coming from our transportation fund for $33. Oh, I'm sorry, the balance now after that charge was $365.90. And then I did make a payment on Friday the 3rd for $171.87. And that was to cover Geico, right, for those bills, and then YMCA. Our gym membership is for the whole family, for all 5 of us, $97.93 per month. I am using it, okay? My husband, God bless him, has not used it in a while, but my teenager does use it. And then I do have a plan to have my youngest son start swimming lessons because he loves the water. He loves to swim, so he's going to be taking advantage of that too. So this is a monthly bill. It brought our balance to $291.96. And then next, we ordered a movie. I did write that down on my stick note, which I'm actually going to pull to the side because I don't want to forget what we were doing. We ordered Prince of Egypt, or we rented Prince of Egypt for $3.99. That was a miscellaneous expense. We didn't plan for it ahead of time. So that was not a no spend day for me, but my kids loved it, and Prime lets you rent for 48 hours, which is nice. So if you want to watch it again or rewatch certain parts, you can. So that brought our balance to $295.95. I think that's a 9. Oh Lord, I hope that's a 9. And then on the 4th, I bought groceries from Stop and Shop for $74.98. That's my receipt there to remind me what I bought. And that brought our balance to $370.93. And then on the 4th, my husband ate out. He bought some food, $10.89. On Fridays, I don't like to cook. Usually we would have pizza, but we had a lot of different things happening on Friday, so we ate whatever was around, and so he ended up buying food out, which was fine. That's a miscellaneous expense for $10.89, and that brought our balance to $381.82. And then on the 6th, my oldest son, no, this posted on the 6th, but I don't know if I made this charge on the 6th. We rented Spider-Verse. That's a miscellaneous expense for $3.99. Again, I did write it down so I wouldn't forget, and I waited until it posted, and then I wrote this in because I track expenses every day. Because sometimes a charge would be pending, and you see it there. It might be 2 days, you'll see it. And then by the 3rd day, it's gone. It's not pending anymore. And then it just shows up randomly. Maybe a day, maybe 2 days later. And if I don't write it down, I'll forget. And this is how I'm trying to stay on top of things to make sure that I don't have any erroneous charges, like stuff that's not supposed to be there showing up. And then I can also keep an accurate record so I know how much needs to be paid. Because, you know, right now, $385.81 is what we have. Minus groceries, everything else here is miscellaneous. Because we've already paid back for YMCA and we already paid back Geico. Those are our monthly bills. So everything else is miscellaneous at this point. And then my husband needed another travel card. There's a travel charge. This is coming from transportation, and that was $40. And that brought our balance to $428.81. Right now, again, I'm recording on February 8th. The balance is $525.39. I need to check to see what else did I not account for that has posted. Okay. Let me just take a look. My posted transactions from the last statement. So I do see the $40 from MTA. And then there was $35.51 that posted on the 7th. So I'm looking at this. I wrote it down. Stop and Shop groceries $35.51. Because sometimes we buy household items from the local grocery store. So I'm glad I wrote this down because this is fully groceries. So that's where this is coming from. And then I add that to the balance. We had $428.81 plus $35.51. And that's $464.32. And so now that I know that, I can just scratch this out or write a line through it. The next charge on my statement is for $2.81. And I bought some lunch bags. Okay, you can't see that. I bought lunch bags from the grocery store for $2.81. $467.13 is the new balance that I'm continuing to track. So the lunch bags are coming from our household category. And now that I know that it's posted, I'll just put a line through it. The next charge on the statement is from Amazon for $30.71. I bought toilet paper. That is on this sticky right here. I think that's that's not the last one. So $30.61. I used Fetch too. I pulled out some Fetch points. I had $15 worth. And why did Fetch reduce the points, convert it into dollars off? That's so corny. But anyway, $15 is what I used from Fetch to end up with $30.71. So I bought I think it's 48 rolls of toilet paper because our stash was getting low. So I wanted to make sure to do that. So we add $30.71, and that brings us to $497.84. I'm so sorry if you couldn't see my calculator screen. $497.84. Okay. The next charge is from CVS for $19.44, and I wrote that down here too. So that was some V-Day, Valentine's Day cards and things, some for my younger children, and then candy to give to their classmates. So that again will come from Valentine's Day. All right, because we did save for that. So 27, when I add that 1944, that brings us to 517.28. All right, then again on the 7th, USPS, I had to mail some Happy Mail that I sent out. So this one is done. We wrote everything down. Okay, $1.26 for stamps. I was looking for Black Heritage stamps that day, but my local post office didn't have them. So anyway, I just had them weigh it and paid it from there. I like having my own stamps, to be honest. I just love the feeling of being able to mail out cards when I want to and when I can. And it really is miscellaneous because I didn't bring cash with me, so I had to pay the $126 on the credit card. Oops. $517.28 is where we left off, plus $1.26 brings us to $518.54. Okay. The next charge was for Dunkin' Donuts, and that was $6.85. Okay, and that was some bacon, sweet pepper bacon sandwich, I think, that my teenager wanted, so I got that for him. So $6.85. So when we add that $6.85, we have $525.39. That's the balance that we owe right now. I'm so glad that my numbers make sense and are matching. Okay, so we have a balance right now of $525. I do have a pending charge from Stop and Shop, right, for some household items. That, of course, is not posted, so I'm going to keep this here because I need to keep an accurate record of what's happening, what's going on. Okay, so with $525.39, I now have to make sure I keep an accurate record of how much we're spending from each category. So if you were here last week, I mentioned to you, somebody's yelling at their kid next door. I don't know if you heard that, but that's not me. My children are in school when I'm filming this video. Okay, so monthly bills. I had the YMCA membership and I had Geico. And those were the only two bills that are posted right now. All right. Then we had household. I did put the $19.32 from last week. And then we have this charge for the lunch bags. That was $2. Oh, let me use my green pen like I did before. That was $2.81. Oh, y'all see me? I was doing the wrong thing. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. $2.81. So I just have to mark that out. It's not pretty, but it's okay. So $2.81, and I'll just put week number 2. And then also on the 7th for the TP, that was $30.71. And I'll put, that's week 2 also. So that's so far everything for household expenses. And then miscellaneous, we have quite a few miscellaneous. I put $3.99 for the Prime Video. That was one of them, but there's a second one. And it looks like I used a different pen, so let's just do that. We have $3.99. It's a second Prime Video. Miscellaneous. And then we have the stamps. Oh no, also YouTube. I did send a super chat or a super thanks to Chris over at Budgeting Just Because. I used my credit card this time because I usually use a Discover card, but they thought that I was doing something, like they thought there was some kind of fraudulent activity going on with my card, because usually after I use that card, I close it back because I don't want anything, weird to happen. It's just a safety measure. But they locked access to it for a while, and I just said, let me just use my credit card instead. So I'll pay that back from my Discover account. So $3 for YouTube, and then the last miscellaneous, or there's 2 more miscellaneous expenses. That's the USPS for $126. So let me write that in. And then the $6.85 from Dunkin' Donuts, which I think I'm also going to pay back from my oldest son's unspent spending money. Yeah, I'll have to pull it from there somehow. So that's Dunkin' D. I'll just put DD for Dunkin' Donuts. And that's it for miscellaneous, I think. Yep. Then the rest is groceries. And groceries is here. Let's see. We spent $74.98, which I've already accounted for. And then again, $35.51 on the 7th. So $35.51. And that's the same store. Okay. And then we have gifts, which will come from our purpose funds. And if it doesn't come directly from our purpose fund, again, because we've been buying for Valentine's Day, it'll come from the cash that we've saved for Valentine's Day. So the 1978 is already accounted for gifts. And then the second one is for 1944 at CVS. So that's like $40 right there. Okay. And that should be everything. I believe that's everything. 1978, 1944. We took care of all of the miscellaneous expenses and monthly bills. So this is where we are. I'm keeping a record so I can, at the end of the month, I can see how much did we realistically spend from each category. And then 2/8. Today is the 8th, and we have $7.73 worth of cash rewards. So I'm going to write that in, and you probably can't see it. And I'm sorry if I shook the camera and had y'all shaking and vibrating and stuff. $7.73. So I have the Dunkin' Donuts charge, which I can take care of from cash rewards, and that's just enough to do that. Or I could take care of the Prime Video. Oh, you know what? I think I wrote this twice because we only ordered Prime 2 times. Spider-Verse and Prince of Egypt. So this is a duplicate. That is a duplicate. Okay. So let's say, I mean, I could just use it to take care of the Dunkin' Donuts charge. And then there's also USPS. If I add, let's see, the $3.99 plus $1.26, that's $5.25. I could take care of 2 charges instead of 1. So I'm going to do that instead. So I'm going to take care of this Prime Video. I'm going to reduce that one. And that is from, what date? 2/4. So that was from 2/4. And then the 126 from 2/7. Yeah. At least I'll get rid of 2 charges instead of just 1. So I'm going to reduce that, which you couldn't see. $3.99 plus 126 equals $5.25. And I'm not going to make another payment today only because, again, I'm recording this video on Wednesday the 8th. We get paid on Friday the 10th. And so when we get paid, that's when I'm going to pay back our groceries. So again, from the earlier in the first week or the second week, we spent $75. And then just the day before I'm recording, we spent another $35.51. So I'm going to have to take care of that from the budget by paycheck. So I'm not ready to close that out yet. So we're just going to reduce the balance by $5.25 right now. We did earn a bit from cash rewards for some of these expenses. Like for YMCA, we earned $1.12. For the first Prime Video, we earned 6 cents. And then for the grocery shopping trip for $74.98, we earned $1.12. Then for the eating out charge for $10.89, that earned us 16 cents. And then the second Prime Video, again, 6 cents because it's the same price. And then the YouTube Super Chat or Super Thanks was 5 cents earned. And then for the Metro card for $40, that earned us 60 cents. So we earned $3.17 in the last week from those few purchases. So that's not too bad. And we're going to use $5.25 of that right now. Okay. Success. $1.26 reduced for the USPS charge. And success, $3.99 reduced for one of the Prime videos. And I'm just going to do the one from 2/4 because I don't think I took care of that. Nope. So that's it. I have $2.48 left. And I want to use the full amount, so I don't have enough to reduce the Stop and Shop charge on the 7th for the lunch bag. So I'm just going to hold off on that for now because, again, we do have a few more pending transactions, including our electricity bill for the month and some more groceries and household supplies that we bought. So I'm just going to wait until that post, and then I'm going to reduce the balances from whatever we earn from that. I've got to do better because now I'm thinking my strategy is working, I think, to, reduce these small little fine things, reduce the balances there or cover those purchases, right? But I realized that my husband and I both have, he has cashback rewards card on his own. And we can use that to help pay for our hotel when we go on our vacation this year, because that's a perk of having the card. So I think what I'm going to do is talk to him about that to make sure he's not using his cash reward, so he can save that up and we can use that to book the hotels. Hotel, singular, not plural. I don't know why I said plural. But we made that payment today. So if you stay tuned to my budget closeout for the second paycheck of February, you'll see me reduce that balance even more. And then next week, when again our other bills are posted to this card, then I will take that off. And then I'm going to be using some of the Valentine's money. I have not taken out the cash yet that I saved in the Valentine's Day Savings Challenge. I gave my husband 25 of it so he could, hopefully, get me some chocolate or something. Get me some wine. I don't know. Doesn't have to be like uber expensive. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have $75 here, and I will put what I can deposit into the bank to take care of the 1944, which either it can come from our gifts fund or it can come from here. And then I also have the 1978. So that's $39 right there, or $40 if I round it up, that I can already take from here. So that's the 10, 20, 30, and 40, which still leaves us with 10, 20, 30, $35 to do something with. So I have the cash to cover those, and I will do that. And then of course I am going to use whatever cash rewards we earn to reduce the balance as well. So, and then the groceries again will come from our budget by paycheck. So the money that's in our budget will pay back for our groceries and for our household necessary stuff. So that's it for this week, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here. I thank you and appreciate you for all of the lovely comments that you guys gave me last week. Thanks for chatting with me as the premiere is going on. I appreciate the conversation and I appreciate your support. Have a wonderful day. Remember to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Bye for now.